Because I've been watching. I watched the Joe Rogan podcast where he brought up there was a lot of conspiracy theories about the moon walking and that.
Do you believe that? Do you think they went to the moon?
I don't know, because he put up. So Joe Rogan, he put up on his podcast 2 identical photos, but one, and they used it in the when they landed on the moon. It was one when they were doing a practice, like the practice training to when they were landing on the moon, going to the moon or whatever. And what the photo did, well, whoever edited the photo, they flipped it to the right, like the other side. It was the same identical photo, but they blacked the black backdrop. But it's the same photo, and then they're saying that's the one they landed on the moon. This is the practice run. It's the same photo, you know. So it tells me then, like whoever the people are behind all these conspiracy theories and that, right? They already knew back then, and that's like 60 in the 1960s. They knew back then about like hustling the world, you know. Just say we land on the moon and just get paid millions, you know.
You know. I always think about the moon landings and that. Like, why didn't we ever go back?
Yeah, it's been a long time, eh?
Yeah, and the excuse I heard is because we don't need to, because America went there first. So why do you want to go to the moon? You know?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to know more about the moon, eh?
Oh, it's too expensive. But there's a famous photo of them taking a picture of Earth from the moon. So you can see the bottom of the Earth, bottom of the moon, and you see the Earth in the distance.
Yeah,
half the Earth. And when I looked at that photo, I was like, "Fuck, that is far away, man."
Apparently it's 200 and because I listened to the podcast, 236,000 miles.
And how long does it take to get there?
I don't know. So if you divide that, I don't know.
Plus, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if you're gonna be that far away from the Earth, like you're practically looking at the Earth. Fuck.
Like how we're looking at the moon.
Something might go wrong, might be stuck, or you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. It's like, yeah, these men they're brave to go. Like Armstrong and that, but really, are you brave to go, or you're just stupid? You're just lucky?
Do you believe they
you know what I mean?
actually went to the moon?
I did. I still think they did, but all these conspiracy theories are giving me thinking.
Yeah, proof.
Yeah, the proof in that. But you know, I still think there's a chance they did do it. But I also think, man, you gotta be fucking crazy to think you can leave this Earth and go to another outside to the moon even, and because you know, I just imagine myself taking that photo of the Earth. If I'm standing on the moon taking the photo of the Earth, I'll be thinking, what the fuck am I doing on this? Fuck, get me back there.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and to be brave enough to, that's some balls, man. Like, your whole country is, you know, rooting for you to go to the moon. Like, do you understand what it takes to get to the moon? Do you even understand that you actually got to go in a spaceship, rocket, take you up there, and then you gotta have enough fuel to get you all the way over there, 200,000 miles or whatever it is, and then enough fuel to get you back.
Yeah, what's funny is that how, like, is there enough rocket fuel to get there and back? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I don't know how they pulled it off. You know?
Yeah, that's why you gotta.
Like they only came down in that little car thing, that little, and how they got enough to go back up to the space station, wherever it was. And how did they come back?
Yeah.
Like, did they turn around? It's like, you know what? You need to get out of Earth with a rocket.
Yeah.
You need a fucking rocket to get off the moon, right?
Yeah. How are you gonna get back?
Don't you? Don't you need a rocket to get off the moon?
And if it's 236,000, that's like days.
But I'm serious. If you look at the rocket takes off from Earth, right? It's got a fucking Houston headquarters there. All the people there, you know, all the fuel, or that fucking stand thing that's next to the ship. Like you have to climb up to go in.
Yeah.
Where's all that shit on the moon?
Yeah.
Where's all that stuff on the moon to get your ass back to Earth?
See, that means if did they even try? Like, was that recorded? So if they did it only once, without a dummy run, I'm sure that's why it's all that moon landing is iffy, bro.
Like mistakes in that, surely.
Yeah.
Surely there's mistakes. 2023, we had 5 billionaires go down to see the Titanic, and they blew up.
Bro.
There's a mistake right there. You didn't tell me there was no mistakes in 1969. 1969, there's no mistakes at all going to the moon and coming back. Because to me, coming back is the worst one. Is the hardest thing to do.
How are you going to get back?
How are you going to actually turn the ship around and go back? Like, can you even turn anything around? How can you leave us in the orbit of the moon, and then when they went down to the moon with that, whatever it was, that looked like gold plastic thing.
Yeah.
And then go back to that space station and turn around and go back to Earth. Like, how do you do that? How do you actually do that?
Yeah.
And how come we never saw that? Why is there any footage of that transition?
Yeah.
Far.
That's what you got to ask yourself, bro.
Questions, man.
Lots of questions. See, Joe Rogan, he said that he believes that they got there, but he doesn't believe that the footage that they put up, like to send around the world and that for everyone to know, he reckons that's dodgy. It's been...
Well, see, that's another thing. He might be right, because they probably had no footage at all. And they thought, man, we got no evidence. Let's just make up some evidence. Make up some photos to make it. Even though they did go there, Maybe cameras don't work in space, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like, it's funny how that Titan submersible or whatever got lost in... There's no, I'm sure they took cell phones and that. No one recorded anything and like sent it to Messenger, like, hey, I'm down near the Titanic, like no footage like that or even recordings.
Oh, it seems odd. It seems odd that there's no, because they got the TVs in the submersible, right?
Yeah.
They have the same TV up there on the boat above with the same connection and showing what they see. Yeah.
That's why it's all... And you know what's so funny too? And then another theory, or another fact is that only 5% of the ocean has been explored.
Mm.
Yeah, so there's like 95% of it that still hasn't even been explored yet, There's still... And I think in my lifetime, I don't think you'll ever be, no, like certain things we'll probably find out later, but yeah. That's why, and see, there's that life, and then there's the real, like, for me, my life, my real life. I still got to wake up 9 o'clock tomorrow, and then I got to get ready, go to work, come back at 6. What's the cook? What's the eat? That's my reality.
I'm always on the edge of my reality every time the lotto numbers come out.
Oh, man. Dude, it was 1-1 on Christchurch,
Yeah.
Bro.